Hello there, welcome to another review by MN Gaming. This time we are going to be talking about Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal is the latest installment to the Doom franchise, and Doom franchise has been with us for a very long time. The first Doom game came out in 1993, and it's always been about the first person shooter aspect of the game, the action that's always defined each of these Doom games. So let's have a look at why Doom Eternal stands out from rest of the first person shooter games. Why is Doom Eternal so special compared to the other first person shooters? Let's have a look. Doom Eternal has one of the most badass openings you could hope to see in a video game. The game starts off with hordes of demons from hell trying to take over the planet Earth, and the only thing that stands between them and the total annihilation of the human population is you, the Doom Slayer. And this is something that the game does really well. It makes you, the player, feel like you are the strongest person in the room. And not to say that the game makes it easy in any way, because all of these demons and all of these creatures, they have a certain weakness towards certain kind of weapons or certain techniques, and you really have to take advantage of these techniques and these weapons, because otherwise these demons could easily kill you. You could say that Doom Eternal is like the Dark Souls of first person shooter games in a way. And one other thing that really stands out is the soundtrack by Mick Gordon. My god, that soundtrack really makes you feel the vibe and the rage of the Doom Slayer. It's so good. The soundtrack of Doom Eternal is its own thing. You could say that the soundtrack is the $60 price tag that comes with the free game. It's that good. The soundtrack of Doom Eternal is one of the best soundtracks I have heard in any game. It's that good. When it comes to level design of Doom Eternal, there are a total of 13 different levels in the game. And the levels are designed in a way that they include collectibles like toys, OSTs, and even cheat codes that you can always come back and revisit these levels in order to obtain all these items. So there's always such certain replayability value in the game. And the thing about the cheat codes is that you can always use these different types of cheat codes in order to give the Slayer certain advantages and boosts, so you can just breeze through these levels. But there are Slayer gates in some of these levels where you go in and you're transported to this other dimension, and you are faced off against tougher demons than what the game usually throws at you. And if you do complete all of these 6 Slayer gates, you are rewarded with the Unmaker. The Unmaker is like the ultimate weapon of Doom Eternal. It's the BFG of the BFG. It even shares its ammo with the BFG. And the thing about these guns are that there are at least 2 different modes in all of these guns, where you are able to customize it with different mods. And you will be able to swap these mods in the middle of the fights in order to accommodate your playstyle, and it gets really enjoyable swapping between these weapons and these mods. And this is a key feature that you actually have to take advantage of, because you would absolutely need to do this in order to overpower some of these demons. And talking about these demons, there are a lot more variation to them compared to the 2016 Doom. Now there's this particularly difficult enemy type that's introduced in Doom Eternal called the Marauder. And there's this new enemy type in Doom Eternal that was not there in the previous game, and he's very difficult to take care of. Even in the middle of a battle with 4 or 5 different demons, you would have to always 1v1 this guy, and it's very tricky to take care of him. But once you get used to it, it's actually pretty enjoyable, and I like how the game challenges you in these different types of ways. And that's another thing about Doom Eternal, is that it's a very high paced, action oriented game. But there are certain moments in these levels where there's a slowdown and you have to figure out these different types of puzzles. And not that the puzzles are necessarily difficult, they aren't not that difficult, but the thing is, it slows down the game considerably where you are always moving from one battle to the next, and suddenly you are faced off with a water level where you have to go underneath a certain river in order to find some sort of a key, and that could slow down the pace of the game. But otherwise, these levels and these gameplay mechanics are very, very enjoyable. Doom Eternal is a direct sequel to the 2016's Doom game, and you don't really have to understand what happened in 2016's Doom, because Doom Eternal is not something that's all about the story. It's about the violence, the tearing and ripping of demons, going from point A to point B and killing everything in between. That's what Doom Eternal is about. So, if you are a fan of first person shooter games, if you like games like Call of Duty, Titanfall, Dishonored, then you should at least give Doom Eternal a go, because this is one of the best genre defining first person shooters out there in recent history. And if you like games that sound good, I can't recommend you Doom Eternal enough, because the soundtrack of Doom Eternal will just blow you away. And generally, if you're someone who's new to first person shooter genre, if you just want to try it out, then you could give this a go. And generally, if you are curious about first person shooter genre, if you just want to see what's in store for you in Doom Eternal, I would say that you would be pleasantly surprised, because this is a very accessible first person shooter as well. So Doom Eternal is a game that's highly recommended, and it's something that you should absolutely must play.